The same interpretation is given as in the previous exercises. However, this time, two functions are added to this interpretation. The function f with one parameter and the other function g with two parameters. F, as you can see, subtracts its parameter x from 5, while g subtracts one of the parameters from the other, computes the absolute value of this result, and then adds 1. I would like to highlight that functions differ from predicates. Functions always compute a value from the domain, while predicates always compute a true or false value. Furthermore, in this exercise, there is a parameter assignment given, which assigns 1 to x and 3 to y. And then the main goal is to evaluate those 5 terms. In this video, I'm going to evaluate only the first 3. The remaining 2 terms are supposed to be evaluated by you in the subsequent exercises. So let's see the first term, f of c. So this is what we have to evaluate, f of c. So we have to calculate what value from the domain should be assigned, is assigned to f of c in this case. So as we can see a little bit up in the exercise, c is evaluated to true in this interpretation. Therefore, we must evaluate f with the parameter 2. Of course, now we have to check out the definition, the interpretation of this function f. So basically, we have to calculate 5 minus 2, which is 3. And this is the result. So the value of f of c in this interpretation is 3. Okay, let's check out the second one, g of x and y. And now I would like to note that g and y are free variables in this term. Therefore, we definitely need to use the parameter assignment. Okay, so we need to evaluate g of, well, 1 is assigned to x and 3 is assigned to y. So we must evaluate g of 1 and 3. And now let's look at the definition of g of x. We have to calculate the absolute value of 1 minus 3, and then we have to add 1. And the value of this is 3 again. Okay, let's evaluate the third term, g of f of x and f of y. Okay, now this looks a little bit more complicated. So basically what we have to do, we have to take the implementation, the interpretation of g, and then we must apply it to the values of f of x and the value of f of y. So to the values of the parameters of g. Okay, then let's see. F of x. First of all, x is assigned to 1 by the parameter assignment. So we have to calculate f of 1 in a similar way. Since 3 is assigned to y, we have to calculate f of 3. Okay, let's see. F of 1 can be calculated as 5 minus 1. F of 3 can be calculated as 5 minus 3. So basically, what we need to calculate is g of 4 and 2. Now, let's substitute those two values into the interpretation of g. We take the absolute value of 4 minus 2, and then we add 1. So again, the result is 3.